Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your Hypoxix coach for today, and we have level 5.4 chair teaser. This is a level 5 movement and a level 4 breathography where we're adding in our 6-beat breath retention. We got one. It's a 4-6-4 breath retention formula. Now we're adding that in to bridge the gap between our 4-beat breath retentions, our 6-beat breath retentions, and we're increasing the strength of those deep core muscles that activate at the end of that engaged exhale by retaining our breath and keeping our ribbon loose around the waist during that time. And on that note, it's important that you're able to feel between tightening and loosening of your ab ribbon. Make sure it's sized appropriately at the base of the ribs, not around the navel. And in these isolated core exercises, it may be that you need to loosen your ab ribbon just a teeny bit to make sure that you can feel the difference between tensing and loosening the ab ribbon, just because of the natural thickening of the abdominals and our skin folds when we lean back in that position. Also, if you still can loosen the ab ribbon at that point, just reduce the resistance of the exercise and maybe bring it back to a level 1, 2, or 3 at first, just to make sure you have that deep core strength before you extend the legs all the way to straight. Because remember, this is the most advanced level of the chair teaser. If you're working with a Hypoxix coach and they've suggested a variation on this exercise, make sure to follow that because that is there to optimize your program. Otherwise, perfect starting place. So let us begin. Let's put the ball in between the inner thighs here. Squeeze the ball so you feel the inner thighs working, connecting to your deep core. Now remember, this ball is here, to increase activation of the deep core, but also serves as tactile feedback. If you start feeling the ball move around when you do the exercise, that means you've lost your pelvic stability. It's representative of what's happening here, and so you want to check yourself and see if you can adjust and find your stability, or you just take it back to level 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all super challenging exercises and effective at strengthening the core. If you move around too much, it just means that there's too much resistance placed on your abs in that position, okay? So tactile feedback, tactile feedback. Now, this is as much a posture exercise as it is a core exercise, so let's go over those components. Interlace your fingers, pull them apart, so if the fingers are slippery, they'd pull apart like that, and then put your hands behind your head. Hypoxix head stance is pressing the head back into your hands, and also lifting your head up off of the spine, heightening your spine, increasing the height in your spine as you go through this exercise. Now, visual system has always worked in every Hypoxix exercise to work the muscles of the eyeballs, the shape of the eyes, cognition, nervous system. In this case, we're going to find a point that's far from us, stare at it, find your point, stare at it, get specific with it, that's your meditation, and then pull your head back away from it. So you can always visualize that to optimize your posture more greatly. Now, neutral spine. Firstly, is your weight equal between your two sit bones? And then, are you too far forward on the pubic bone? Are you too far back on the tailbone? Or are you about halfway between the two? For most people, that's about the neutral. If you're working with a Hypoxix coach, they can also help you titrate and deduce what your neutral spine is. Now, when you bring the legs up, this is a very advanced exercise. Straightening them on the engaged exhale and on the breath retention. You want to make sure that you're not only feeling hip flexors and low back. If you are, that means you've lost the connection to your deep core in this exercise. It's a very advanced exercise. You're supporting the weight of your legs, extended, long lever away from the body. It's wonderful once you get here to a place where you have the strength, but you want to make sure that you're not only feeling here and here, because that can be challenging and maybe even damaging to your low back. You want to make sure you're feeling your abs here and make sure integrate the breath. The engaged exhale is going to help you kick on those abs and find your neutral. But if you're still only feeling here and here, again, you want to just take the resistance down and go back to level 1, 2, 3, or 4. They're all great exercises for strengthening the core. Okay, 4-6-4 breath retention formula. Let's do it. Press your head back, find your point. From our posture, zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, inhale 2, and blow. Loosen the ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Loosen the ribbon. Keep it loose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Tighten the ribbon. Blow. Tighten the spine. Squeeze that ball. Loosen the ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, loose ribbon, 2, 1. And you're finished. Amazing work.